So welcome students, welcome friends, welcome to Sodeju channel for NTA NET JRF education. Today we are going to discuss a very important or a very you can say very interesting concept that is cost benefit analysis. In the economics of education, the cost benefit analysis plays major role actually in the field of economics of education. So let's discuss in very briefly what is cost benefit analysis in education, how it helps to the sphere of education. Let's discuss very briefly. So before going through the concept cost benefit analysis, we have to know the what are the cost in education and what are the benefit of education, and why we need to the analysis both cost and benefits, so that emerge the cost benefit analysis. So before going through any plan or any policy, we have to make some consideration, that is what are the uh, dimension we have to investing money. No, in which criteria. So cost in education, it means the government and the private, the individual has been made expenditure for the purpose of expanding education. It means the public cost, private cost, private cost. In the both public and private, there is a direct cost and indirect cost also. Okay, both in the public and the private costs. And the social cost, the cost which has been made by the social organization, school, the NGO, the other institution has been made the expenditure for the providing education to the society for the betterment of this, that is the social cost. Okay, the tangible cost, intangible cost, these are all are the cost in education. Okay, and what are the benefits of education? Suppose we have made some money, we have made expending some money in today. So in the benefits, we get the benefit in future. So for this purpose we are investing money today. So in the education sector, what we are really get benefited from this education, that is skilled manpower. Okay, skilled manpower, skilled manpower, it means human capital. Okay, and you can say the social adjustment capacity among the individual. Okay, you can say the reduction of crime from the society. Okay, so these are the benefits. So why we needs the analysis, why actually needs the analysis? So analysis, before going to any plan and project, we have to focus what are the basic strength and weakness, you can say limitation in the particular plan or policy. According to the strength and weakness, we have to make some major recommendation according to the strength of this policy, and made it and adopt this policy for the purpose of get return. Okay, so analysis, why we are need the analysis in the sense of the future consideration. If you are analyzing the better project, the better if we want to better get better result, better output, we need analysis. Okay, so first we are need, that is we identify the what are the cost we are investing, and what are the real benefit we will get from if we will going to investing this field, this money in this dimension. So we have to need some analysis. So the cost benefit analysis is majorly is focuses on the benefit in the terms of monetary value. Okay, monetary in the sense of only financial matter. Okay, not you can say it is quantitative in nature. Cost benefit analysis. Suppose we are investing 500 rupees today in the, after a 1 month, if we will get 600 rupees money, okay, from this project. So we can say this is a good investing procedure of the project. So before going through the end project, we have to need some consideration in which way, in which dimension we have to make our expenditure. So then we can get the 600 rupees money. Okay, so you can say cost benefit analysis is a plan activities by which we can get the better benefits. Okay, in the future. So let's discuss the meaning of cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis is a plan activities. I have already told it is a plan activity which is done to determine how well, how poorly or a plan action will turn out. Okay, how well मतलब कितना अच्छा से हमारा एक प्लान एक्शन हो सकता है, उसको मतलब चूज करने के लिए हम कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस को क्या करते हैं, अडॉप्ट करते हैं. ऑल्दो कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस कैन बी यूज फॉर almost anything, it is most commonly done financial question. Okay, financial question means if we are investing this money, how much money we will get after few year or few months or few days. Okay, so that is the main concern. It only focuses on the financial question. Okay, monetary value. The cost benefit analysis finds, quantify and add all the positive factors. Always add all the positive factor. Okay, these are the benefit. And then the identify and quantify and subtract all the negative cost. It means in cost benefit analysis is a planned activity in which the planner should quantify and identify what are the positive factor, which factor will get more result. Okay, and what are the negative factor, what are the distractor. If we will adopt this negative factor in our plan, then it may be hamper our out of return rate of return or the benefits. So the cost benefit analysis is a means through which we can get our benefit. So the difference between the two indicators, whether the plan action is advisable. Okay, the difference between it means the positive and the negative factors. The difference between the two two indicators, it is it really determine how the plan activities will helps to get more benefit. Okay, the real trick is doing to a cost benefit analysis is well is making sure you include all the cost and all the benefit and properly and quantify them. So you are going, if you are going to any adopt any plan. Okay, you have to first mention, you have to identify all the cost, in which dimension you are going to investing, and what are the benefit, what are the criteria, what are the in which way we can get the benefit, maximum benefit and the minimum cost. So you have to identify, then analyze, and then properly quantify them. If your cost is 300 rupees, and then the rate in the benefit, if you are going to return 300 or 500 rupees. Okay, 500 rupees, then the 300 rupees is helps to if it is helps to produce 500 rupees, then we can say we can adopt this plan. Okay, comparatively other plan, there is also another plan available in 350 rupees, 400 rupees. So you have to choose the minimum cost with the maximum output. Okay, cost benefit analysis implies a systematic comparison of the magnitude of the cost and benefits of some form of investment in order to access economic profitability. I have already told, discuss here. तो magnitude of the cost means मिनिमम मतलब बहुत सारा कॉस्ट हमको मिलता है, उसमें उनमें से हमको क्या चुनना पड़ता है, हमको बहुत मिनिमम कॉस्ट को चुनना पड़ता है, और क्योंकि हमको मैक्सिमम आउटपुट निकालने के लिए. ओके, so cost benefit provides analysis provides a means of appraising this future benefit in the light of cost that must incur at the present. So what cost benefit analysis, we are, I have already told, it is a planned activities. Before going through any plan, you have to appraise the future benefit. If we are investing today, how much money we will get in future. Okay, so it is a, we can say, from making, before making any blueprint, we have to plan, we have to make some plan. So cost benefit analysis helps to the plan activities by which we can get the maximum benefit in the future with the investing minimum money. The purpose of cost benefit analysis is to provide the measure of expected yield of investment as a guide to the rational allocation of resources. Rational allocations of resources means where we have limited resources, so we have to measure focus on the limited resources with a judicious use of the limited resources. इनमें से क्या होगा, जो हम जो रिसोर्सेस में यूज करेंगे तो दूसरा को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचना चाहिए, तो वो रिसोर्सेज कैसे यूज करेंगे, जैसे कि मिनिमम रिसोर्सेज यूज करेंगे तो मैक्सिमम रिजल्ट हमको मिलेगा। ठीक है। और रेशनल एलोकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज मतलब इसको नुकसान नहीं पहुंचेगा और प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा आएगा। ठीक है। Cost benefit analysis may suggest a way of increasing the profitability either by increasing its benefit or lowering the cost. What actually cost benefit analysis suggests? It suggests you are either increasing the benefit, okay, increasing the benefit. How it can be possible if we are lowering the cost? Increasing the benefit, it means if you are increasing the benefit in the sense of you are lowering the cost. So in the minimum cost you are getting the maximum benefit. The cost benefit analysis actually suggests that in the minimum money you have to get maximum result. Okay. So cost benefit analysis is used to address only those type of alternatives where the outcome can be measured in terms of the monetary value. I have already discussed in the very beginning. See, cost benefit analysis only focuses on the monetary value. In the education system, how what are the plans, activity plans, and the project have been made. That the cost benefit analysis only focuses on the monetary value of this project. If you are suppose the government is providing or expending 5 crore rupees, okay, in any project, going to project conducting any project with consideration of 5 crore rupees. So out of the 5 crore rupees, how much money will get if the project will be implemented in the country? Okay. So the outcome, the profit in the sense of monetary value. Okay. Whatever the profit we will gain, we only focuses the monetary value of this benefit, not the other qualitative aspect. Only the quantitative, it means the monetary value. Okay. Educational alternative, this is a one example. Suppose we are going to providing vocational education. So at the rate of at the benefit, we are getting a skilled manpower. The skilled manpower obviously helps to produce some goods. Okay, some goods. This goods also helps if you will sell this good, and will generate some money. Okay, suppose we are investing 5,000 rupees per individual for vocational training. After 10 years the individual helps to produce 30,000 per year money. Okay. Okay. So this is the monetary sense. Okay, this is the monetary sense. The cost benefit analysis actually does this thing. Benefit, actually the benefit and the rate of return, there is just one confusion in the minds of the children. But actually the benefit in education, what is the rate of return in education? So benefit in education is measured in terms of lifetime earning of additional income due to the enhancement of the academic qualification of and training. It means the individual get the lifetime earning. Okay. Suppose the vocational, if any individual gets the vocational training, become a skilled manpower, and after some year he can give training to other individual. The other individual maybe get some income, generate some money. Okay, for their betterment of life. So additional income. So one individual may develop another skill manpower. Okay. uh, he also earning, and the other individual also earning in the same way. So it is an additional income. So lifetime earning. So suppose you are developing one skill, the skill also helps to you the lifetime earning. So that is the benefits of education, benefits in education. Okay. Benefit in the sense of lifetime earning. But rate of return is the it is a limited, we can say it is a limited term. It means the rate on investment, a rate of profit. Suppose we are investing 5,000 rupees, okay, in the next year how much money we will get? Suppose we are getting 6,000 rupees, okay. It means the rate of return, the profit, okay, you can say the profit. But here the benefit means we are the lifetime earning. We are earning, our generation, the future generation also earning, okay. We are develop a platform for earning the money, okay. Here only rate of return is we are producing, we are investing the money, and out of this money, how much money we are getting in the sense of profit, okay. Here we can only focus on the tangible cost, okay. Tangible cost and tangible cost in the sense of direct cost, what we have made the direct way, and how much money we will get in the direct sense. But here the benefit in the sense of direct, tangible and intangible, means direct or indirect cost. हम डायरेक्ट कस्ट इधर इन्वेस्टिंग करता है और इनडायरेक्ट कस्ट भी इन्वेस्टिंग करता है और इनडायरेक्ट इन्वेस्ट मतलब सॉरी डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट और इनडायरेक्ट बेनिफिट भी कैलकुलेट करते हैं इन द सेंस ऑफ मॉनिटरी सेंस. So always focus this term. Cost benefit analysis always focuses the monetary value. And the another term here is equimarginal return. What is equimarginal return? Really, equimarginal return is suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. Two project is there. Four project is there, and all the project have the power of same production. Okay, suppose 30 unit production. All the project have the power to produce 30 unit production. Okay, here the value of this product is 13,000. The value of 35,000. Okay, here 40,000. Here is 45,000. So the planner should keep concern all the project should have will have um, getting equal number of output. So what the planner give focus here? The planner should give focus the minimum, the marginal project value, which will get the same मतलब maximum output. those product those project, it means इनमें से जो प्रोजेक्ट मैक्सिमम आउटपुट दे सकता है विथ मिनिमम मिनिमम इन्वेस्टिंग मनी, उसको हम चूज करेंगे. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये 50,000 है मतलब इनमें से ज़्यादा पैसा मतलब प्रोडक्ट निकाल जाएगा. प्लानर को क्या मान के चलने पड़ेगा, ये सब जो जितना सारा ये प्रोजेक्ट है सब में से 30 यूनिट ही निकलेगा. तो हमको क्या करना चाहिए, हमको सबसे मिनिमम जो है मनी जहाँ पे इन्वेस्ट करना है उसको ही चूज करना पड़ेगा, जिनमें से हमको 30 यूनिट भी प्रोडक्शन हो पाएगा. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड द इक्विमार्जिनल रिटर्न. सो हमारा मार्जिनल, हम सबसे मार्जिन प्राइस को हमको मार्जिन इन्वेस्टमेंट को हमको चूज करना पड़ता है. वो मार्जिन इन्वेस्टमेंट से हमको मैक्सिमम आउटपुट हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, मतलब हम निकाल सकते हैं. So basically cost benefit analysis focuses the equimarginal return. Okay. So what are the importance of cost benefit analysis? The basic assumption behind the cost benefit analysis, that is the scarce resources are used in alternative purposes. So we have limited resources. For the limited resources we have to make some limited judicious plan. So cost benefit analysis actually made this platform. For the limited, we have to make a judicious plan for the use of these resources in a very effective way, by which we can get the better profit, okay, better benefit. It gives the decision maker for use of return in a rational way, where they get maximum benefit. Okay, rational way means जो इस वे में क्या वो साइंटिफिक रीजन रहेगा, किसी को नुकसान नहीं होगा, सब में से सबको अच्छा पहुंचाएगा और मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट मिलेगा. इट हेल्प्स टू अप्रेजल ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट हमें प्रोजेक्ट को अप्रेजल कर सकते हैं, मतलब इवेलुएट कर सकते हैं कितना हम इसको खर्च किए थे करने, मतलब और कितना हमको बेनिफिट मिला, कितना हम प्लानिंग किए थे कितना बेनिफिट मिला, तो अप्रेज कर सकते कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस से। इट इज़ यूज टू एस्टिमेट द सोशल वेलफेयर इफेक्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, मतलब ये सोशल वेलफेयर सोसाइटी के लिए भी, डेवलपमेंट के लिए ये भी हमको हेल्प मदद करता है। Cost benefit analysis take account of economics of time, known as discounting. Here one major concept, it is a very important concept, how the time is become a discounting in the cost benefit analysis. Suppose we are investing 5,000 rupees money today, okay, after 10 years, after 10 for producing one skilled manpower we are investing 5,000 rupees money today. So after 10 years, after 10 years 10 years, if we are going to producing this same type of skill manpower, then can it possible with the investing the 5,000 money? Obviously the answer is no. Why no? Because the money value is decreasing day by day. Why? Because the standard of living of the people is increasing. So same way 5,000 money is not sufficient to producing this same type of skill manpower after the 10 years. Okay, so for this purpose what we are doing here, we are doing the presenting, we are investing the money in present for the purpose of to get the benefit in the future. So if we are going to investing this same skill manpower in the after 10 years, we maybe needs 5,000 or 6,000, sorry, 6,000 rupees money for this same type of skill manpower. Okay, the money value is what, decreasing. So what we are doing here, we can say it is one type of discounting. हम कम मनी इन्वेस्ट करके भी सेम स्किल मैन पावर और टाइम फैक्टर, हम भी टाइम फैक्टर जो भी होना हो हमको वही सेम स्किल मैन पावर को पैसा, मतलब उतना ही इन्वेस्टिंग मनी से हमको मिल जा रहा है। ठीक है, 6,000 रुपया हमको खर्च क्यों करना पड़ेगा, हमको तो 5,000 रुपया पहले से हम खर्च करके रखा है, तो वो मनी हमारे लिए क्या हो गया, डिस्काउंटिंग हो गया, हमको ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं खर्च करने पड़ेगा। ठीक है कि नहीं? सो टाइम फैक्टर जो है वो एक डिस्काउंटिंग जैसे हमको काम करता है कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस में। हम जितना जल्दी क्या करेंगे, प्लानिंग करेंगे, हमारा इफेक्टिव उतना ही होगा। ठीक है, इतना टाइम बढ़ते जाएगा हमारा मनी का वैल्यू धीरे धीरे घटते जाएगा। सो यू हैव टू प्लान वेरी फास्ट। ठीक है, in the education sector for developing any skilled manpower, for the developing human capital. So these are the steps of the cost benefit analysis. What are the first steps? That is the identify on the significant cost and benefit. We have to first calculation of the what are the actually cost and the benefit. Identify the tangible benefit, tangible cost, tangible benefit and tangible cost. It means direct cost and direct benefit. What we have get from the direct way, and intangible and intangible cost, that is indirect cost and indirect benefit. Okay, so we have to calculate first. These are the direct cost and these are the direct benefit. Okay, and the स्टेज 1B में हम क्या करेंगे, सेंसिटिव एनालिसिस। इसके बाद हम एनालिसिस थोड़ा करेंगे, अगर हम जो जितना पैसा हम खर्च करने के लिए जा रहे हैं वो पैसा एक्चुअली आउटकम निकलेगा कि नहीं निकलेगा, तो थोड़ा हम अपना हिसाब से हम एनालिसिस करेंगे। और स्टेज 2 में क्या करेंगे, डिस्काउंटिंग द फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ द बेनिफिट। ओके, हम वो फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ बेनिफिट को हम डिस्काउंटिंग करते हैं, क्योंकि नॉर्मली लोग क्या करते हैं, प्रीफर करते हैं एंजॉय द बेनिफिट नाउ इन प्रेजेंट। ओके, so we have to give focus this concept। so हम जो फ्यूचर बेनिफिट को हम डिस्काउंटिंग करके चलेंगे। ओके, प्रेजेंट वैल्यू मतलब प्रेजेंट वैल्यू को हम एम्फेसिस देके चलेंगे। और कंपैरिजन ऑफ द कॉस्ट एंड बेनिफिट डिटरमाइन द नेट सोशल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, मतलब हम क्या करेंगे, हमारा जो कॉस्ट है और बेनिफिट है उसको कंपेयर करेंगे, कितना हमको एक्चुअली रेट ऑफ रिटर्न कितना मिलता है। ओके, इन द सेंस ऑफ मॉनिटरी वैल्यू। एंड स्टेज 4 में हम क्या करेंगे, कंपेयरिंग द नेट रेट ऑफ रिटर्न फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट। हमको 4-5 को प्रोजेक्ट तो मिला होगा, तो उनमें से हमको क्या करना है, सबसे सबसे बेहतर, मतलब बेहतर इन द सेंस ऑफ मार्जिनल, कम कम मनी में, बहुत मिनिमम मनी में हमको कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट अच्छा आउटपुट दे सकता है, सोशल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न अच्छा निकल सकता है, तो उसको हम चूज करेंगे। पहले आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे, इसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, उसका थोड़ा सा सेंसिटिव एनालिसिस करेंगे, इसके डिस्काउंटिंग करेंगे फ्यूचर वैल्यू ऑफ बेनिफिट को, ठीक है, फ्यूचर वैल्यू बेनिफिट को डिस्काउंटिंग करेंगे। इसके बाद कंपेयरिंग करेंगे कॉस्ट और बेनिफिट को, कितना रिटर्न हमको मिल रहा है, ठीक है। इसके बाद हमको क्या करेंगे, जितना नेट ऑफ रिटर्न जितना मिल रहा है वो डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट के हिसाब से, ये प्रोजेक्ट कितना रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, ये प्रोजेक्ट कितना रिटर्न, सो कितना रेट ऑफ रिटर्न दे रहा है सब प्रोजेक्ट, उनमें से हमको एक अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट चुनना है जिनमें से कम, मतलब मिनिमम प्राइस इन्वेस्टिंग करने पड़ेगा और अच्छा और ज़्यादा मैक्सिमम आउटपुट बेनिफिट निकलेगा, वो प्रोजेक्ट को हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा, चूज करके हमको आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। So these are the important point you have to make concept, make clarify from this point, and you have to understand, you have to remember this point for the examination point of view. Cost benefit analysis actually used to address the only those type of alternative where the outcome can be measured in terms of monetary value. Okay, in the education system most of the outcome we cannot measure in the monetary value. Suppose the attitude, so emotional attitude, okay, the psychological condition, okay, and the social behavior, these are we cannot consider in a monetary value. So cost benefit analysis what actually does, it does those things which are we can measure in terms of monetary value, ओके। हम मॉनिटरी वैल्यू हमको जो जज कर सकते हैं वो सब को हम लेना चाहिए कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस में। फॉर एनी एजुकेशन प्रोजेक्ट टू बी फिजिबल द कॉस्ट बेनिफिट रेशियो हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन 1, ओके, दैट इज हियर द कॉस्ट बेनिफिट रेशियो ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन 1, ओके। सपोज वी आर इन्वेस्टिंग मनी, तो टू प्रोजेक्ट, ओके, suppose one project is the cost benefit ratio which is 25, one is 23, okay. So these both the cost benefit ratio is greater than 1, but we have to choose the more from where we can get more benefit, okay. So here you have to choose this project. So suppose one project that is 1 point the 1.101 the ratio, so this you cannot, it is a feasible project, okay, because here it is less than, you can say less than the 1, okay. So always we focus the cost benefit cost ratio always greater than the 1. It may point out that needed for change the resource allocation in favor those type of education which can be offer highest rate of return, मतलब हमको उनमें से एक ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट को चुनना है कंपेयर कंपेयर करके जिनमें से हाईएस्ट रेट ऑफ रिटर्न बेनिफिट हमको मिल सकता है इन द सेंस ऑफ मॉनिटरी वैल्यू। cost benefit analysis may suggest a way of increasing the profitability of education either by increasing the benefit or lowering. I have already told this point. Finally, cost benefit analysis provide a conceptual framework, okay, for the examination of the cost of education in relation to the relative earning of the educated manpower. मतलब हम जो जितना पैसा इन्वेस्टिंग कर रहा है, जितना मनी इन्वेस्टिंग कर रहा है, वो मनी एक्चुअली एक एजुकेटेड मैन पावर को कितना बेनिफिट दे रहा है आउट ऑफ द होल लाइफ टाइम, ओके। वो सब को जज करने के लिए हमको क्या करने पड़ता है, कॉस्ट बेनिफिट एनालिसिस को अडॉप्ट करने पड़ता है। So this is all about the cost benefit analysis. You have to focus this point. So cost benefit analysis majorly focuses on the monetary value. It is a means or you can say it is a plan activities. We have to choose the better one among the various project which is the better one, in the sense of the we have to we have to investing minimum amount of money with a maximum project, that is called the marginal rate of return. Okay, marginal rate of return, marginal return, sorry, marginal return, you have to focus. So these are the basic point so thank you student, be with this channel. And if this video would actually like to you, you can share this video with your friends, and kindly subscribe this channel, by which you can get the new information from this channel first. Okay, for this session, thank you, thank you students.